2 days now, China has conducted what it terms as punishment drills around Taiwan. These military drills involved joint operations of China's Army, Navy, Air Force and Rocket Force and have been conducted in the Taiwan Strait, a narrow body of water separating the island from mainland China as well as north, south and east of Taiwan. For the first time, the People's Liberation Army or PLA drills involved China's Coast Guard operating in areas around Taiwan's outlying islands located just off the southeastern coast of China. The PLA, which dwarfs Taipei's outgunned military, kicked off the exercises by sending warships and fighter jets around Taiwan and its outlying islands in what it called a strong punishment for separatist acts of Taiwan independence forces. Between 6 a.m. on Thursday and 6 a.m. on Friday, the Taiwanese Defense Ministry detected 49 Chinese aircraft, including 35 that crossed the median line, an informal demarcation point in the Taiwan Strait that Beijing does not recognize. A total of 19 Chinese warships and 7 Coast Guard vessels were detected near the Taiwan Strait. The People's Liberation Army says China's military drills around Taiwan are designed to test its ability to seize power over the island. The drills were the largest in more than a year and come just days after Taiwan swore in its new president Lai Ching-te, who is openly loathed by Beijing for championing the island's sovereignty and distinct identity. Ahead of Taiwan's elections in January, Beijing had warned that a Lai victory could inflame tensions and spark conflict, repeatedly framing the vote as a choice between peace and war. Beijing has denounced Lai as a dangerous separatist, troublemaker, war maker, and slammed his inauguration speech on Monday, during which he called on China to cease its intimidation of Taiwan, which has grown much more pronounced under Chinese President Xi Jinping. He also asked Beijing to respect the right of the Taiwanese people to decide their own destiny. 64-year-old Lai was once an open supporter of Taiwan independence, clearly a red line for Beijing. His views have tempered over the years, and now he says he favors the status quo and that there is no plan or need to declare independence since the island is already an independent sovereign country. China's ruling Communist Party views Taiwan as part of its territory despite never having controlled it and has vowed to take the island by force if necessary. The vast majority of Taiwanese people do not wish to live under Chinese rule. But Xi Jinping, China's most authoritarian leader in a generation, has made clear the island's inevitable reunification with the mainland cannot be put off indefinitely. Taiwan's defense ministry has condemned China's military exercises as irrational provocations and dispatched its own sea, air and ground forces in response. Taiwan's presidential office has said it's regrettable to see China threatening Taiwan's democracy, freedom, regional peace and stability with unilateral military provocations, adding that Taiwan has the confidence and ability to protect its national security. Taiwan's new president, Lai Ching-te, has had a politically turbulent start to his presidency after taking over from two-term leader Tsai Ing-wen to kick off a historic third consecutive term for the ruling Democratic Progressive Party. The PLA's drills posed the first real test for the president of Taiwan in managing tensions with Beijing, which has refused his offer to talk and to resume cross-strait tourism and student exchanges. In fact, China's defense ministry has accused Lai of pushing Taiwan into a dangerous situation of war and playing with fire. The ministry spokesperson said those who play with fire will burn themselves. Whenever Taiwan independence forces provoke us, we will push our countermeasures forward until the complete reunification of the motherland is achieved. Domestically, too, Lai is facing chaos in the legislature, where opposition parties that favor closer ties with China hold a majority and have pushed to subject his administration to tighter scrutiny. China's military drills are often as much about playing to a domestic audience as signaling intentions internationally. Now, some military experts say the PLA's exercises this time focused on practicing a new mode of blockading Taiwan. They point out that Taiwan is an isolated island, suspended in the sea with weak self-sufficiency. Taiwan's economy is export-oriented and most of its energy consumption relies on imports. Once besieged and blockaded, it can easily lead to economic collapse, turning it into a dead island. The exercises to the south of Taiwan are crucial for the blockade targeting Kaohsiung Port, Taiwan's largest port and an important base for the island's navy. Drills to the east of Taiwan are designed to practice cutting off the island's energy imports, the escape routes for Taiwan independence forces and the support line from the US and its allies. Analysts also say the China Coast Guard movement close to and around the outlying islands was an important new aspect of these drills. The pressing of Coast Guard and other forces into waters close to those offshore islands is provocative. Such Chinese activities could continue, with Beijing being able to turn an exercise into a real military operation at any point in time. Some say these drills actually blur the lines between war and peace, so much so that future exercises could be used as a pretext for an actual invasion. They also argue that these exercises are sending a bigger political message. Beijing will use the pressure of the drills to increase divisions within Taiwan, which could weaken the island from the inside. Taiwan is not recognized as an independent country by most governments around the world. Over the decades, it has become increasingly isolated, with the number of governments switching diplomatic recognition from Taipei to Beijing. Having said that, unofficial diplomatic ties with many Western nations have been bolstered in recent years, in part thanks to China's saber-rattling. The United States is a very important player in the region, as it maintains close, though informal, relations with Taiwan and is bound by law to supply the island with weapons to defend itself. China cut official communication with Taiwan since the DPP took office in 2016 and has ramped up economic, military and diplomatic pressure on the island. At the same time, ties between Taipei and Washington have become more robust, with increased arms sales and high-level political engagement under Li's popular predecessor, Tsai Ing-wen. This has infuriated Beijing, spurring it to unleash more pressure on Taiwan and sending cross-strait relations on a downward spiral. The US formally switched diplomatic recognition from Taipei to Beijing in 1979, but has long taken a delicate middle path. In what is known as the One China policy, Washington recognizes the People's Republic of China as the sole legitimate government of China. It also acknowledges Beijing's position that Taiwan is part of China, but Washington has never accepted the Chinese Communist Party's claim of sovereignty over Taiwan. American lawmakers regularly visit the island and have supported legislation to bolster US support for Taiwan and its defensive capabilities. But it has historically remained deliberately vague on whether it would defend Taiwan in case of a Chinese invasion, a policy known as strategic ambiguity. After the election in January, the US sent a bipartisan delegation to Taiwan, where they met with Lai and his predecessor and promised that American support for Taiwan will continue no matter who wins the upcoming US presidential election. Beijing has announced sanctions against former US House Representative Mike Gallagher, who led that delegation, citing his remarks and actions that interfere in China's internal affairs. The island has long been one of the most contentious issues in US-China relations, with Beijing condemning any perceived support from Washington for Taipei. In 2022, after a visit to Taiwan by US Speaker Nancy Pelosi, China responded with an unprecedented show of force, carrying out military exercises around Taiwan in retaliation.